Hello, I'm Jashikins and welcome to another unscripted video. This time I'm going to be giving my very, very brief thoughts about the Silent Hill transmission. If you're not aware, was this big presentation talking about new Silent Hill games, a movie, an interactive thingamajig, merchandise. So again, this is going to be very brief. So if any of this does interest you, you should watch the original presentation and look up this information for yourself. So, yay. So first, of course, got to talk about the Silent Hill 2 remake. And actually, before I continue, since this is unscripted, I'm not sure if I'm going to say any big spoilers or not. So if you're not all caught up with Silent Hill, don't continue watching this video in case, some big spoilers might come out of my mouth. So, hey. But anyways, the Silent Hill 2 remake is being done by Bloober. Now, my opinion on Bloober is they're not a horrible studio. Like, they make some interesting games. My problem is that they don't seem to. God, how to put this? They don't really seem fit to remake Silent Hill 2. Silent Hill 2 has a lot of subtlety going on with it. And Bloober team seems to do the opposite, very big and dramatic stuff. I mean, yeah, as you remember in Silent Hill 2, James goes back to Silent Hill because he got a letter from Mary, who is dead, but he loves her so much. He goes through the town, and all the monsters around represent things he's fearing, guilt he feels. And yeah. And I don't know if Bloober team is really equipped to do that. Like, I'm not hoping for it to fail, but that's just my anticipation. Then we have other one that was announced was Silent Hill. I'm getting games confused. This is why I base out of a script, folks. But anyways, next game is Silent Hill Townfall, and that's going to be made by Annapurna. I might be butchering that name or just completely forgetting what it's called, because again, not scripted. I can't correct all these little mistakes. But anyways, this one seems a little interesting, and people more familiar with the studio's games seem to say good things about it. And it's not remaking the most iconic Silent Hill game. Silent Hill 2 is not everyone's favorite. It's just majority goes nuts about it. So I'm just using the word iconic, not saying best, not worst, just iconic. And don't really know what's going on, but the trailer looked really intriguing. I mean, I saw that, I was like, maybe this is a piece of shit. Maybe this is going places. Can't wait to see. And I have poor hand control, and I don't have a PlayStation, so I haven't been able to play any of the games except Silent Hill Shattered Memories. So I will be waiting for my usual people I go to watch their walkthroughs for when that game comes out for sure. Another game that's coming out is Silent Hill Ascension. And in the presentation, we don't know really what's going on with it. It seems to be some game where everyone can affect the outcome, but they kept on using buzzwords around it. It's like, once decisions are made, they're set in stone, this is going to be new, a new direction. It's, nice buzzwords, but you don't really know where the game's going to go. So it could be good, it could be bad. So I'm going to hold off judgment until actually more about its release, because right now, again, don't know. The final game that's been announced is Silent Hill Forte. And yes, for anyone who's confused, that F and the title is musical symbol meaning forte. And I watched one person's analysis and they kept on saying F, like, I don't know what this is. And I'm like, I don't play music anymore, but my mom forced me into piano lessons when I was younger, so yeah. So that's how I know what forte is. And again, not really much is known about this. None of the gameplay was shown, but it had one of the most creepy ass trailers. Like, this one woman's walking, like it seems to take place in Japan. This woman's walking, and all of a sudden these plants consumer just start growing off of her, and like, and I guess a writer on it or someone associated with the production of the game has a lot of people's confidence for the people that know his work. And this again, why I like scripting things, so I appear smarter than I am, so it seems like, oh yeah, of course I remembered this name and that name. But anyways, those are the game lineups. And other content is there's going to be another Silent Hill movie, Return to Silent Hill. And that title is I'm just getting Star Wars, The Rise of Skywalker flashbacks. I remember hearing that title and like, that's stupid and lazy and bad. It was a bad movie because it was course correcting The Last Jedi and trying to please everyone, which when you try to please everyone, you usually end up pleasing no one. So yeah. But that's a whole separate thing. I don't want to take up any more of this video's time talking about that. But anyways, that's what the title of Return to Skywalker. Return to Silent Hill. The title's making me nervous, making me edgy. And then there's the fact that it's directed by the guy who directed the first Silent Hill movie. That was decent, but it's like he tried to make it a feminist movie by, oh, a guy can't be in the lead, it must be a female to be feminist, even though Harry, God, yeah, it's Harry. God, I might be confusing Harry and Henry. Damn. But Harry, like in the original game, was feminist. I mean, feminism is all about empowering men and women by, showing that, hey, stereotypically women traits aren't really all that bad. If you want to be a macho man, go ahead and do it, but no, there are other options. And he's not the typical, stereotypical, macho man. He's he cares about his daughter. He's a very good father, and he risked life and limb for his daughter. Plus, he's not really physical at all. Yet, the director of the first Silent Hill films, like, oh no, we need a female protagonist, and that's how we got the pointless Sean Bean scenes. Because then the studio's like, wait, we need a man somewhere. Just saying. That's going to be another. But anyways, too much. If you're going to play a drinking game while watching this, I guess take a shot whenever I say but anyways. So, and the third thing that's worrying about me about the upcoming film is that it's an adaptation of Silent Hill 2, which is also why I'm very iffy about the director. Like, he seems very passionate, I'll agree with that, but I don't really trust him with Silent Hill 2. Because, like, what directions will he take that will just mess everything up in the end? And it's, again, Silent Hill 2 is very delicate. You have to be very subtle. It's mastery. And finally, with the merchandise, the only things that really interest me that I might buy, again, poor as shit, so I might not be able to get them, and house is small, so. But anyways, the only things that interest me are at the end of Silent Hill 2, the joke ending with the dog. Yeah, they have a little plushie up for pre-order, and then there's a little diorama of it that's, even yet to be put out for pre-order that just seems awesome. Honestly, that's the only part of the merchandise where I'm like, take my money. So, those are my very brief thoughts that probably trailed out into a few different directions. So, what are your opinions? What interested you in that presentation? Are you anticipating anything? Are you having really bad feelings about anything that was announced? And, just comment down below, let me know. Also remember to like and subscribe.